What up guys, Joey John back here, Diablo 2 educational walkthrough from Mahalo Video Games. Moving on, we're going into the far oasis Maggot Lair. Why? Because we gotta find the Herodric Staff, and we're gonna find a lot of these death beetles right here, man. A lot of death beetles, and they are gonna release a lot of lightning balls on us, and I hate lightning beetles. Anything with that's lightning enchanted sucks. It just does so much damage. It's way worse than cold or fire enchanted. It's just the worst thing ever. There is a way where you can get the lightning bolts come out in an X pattern, and there are ways where if you're fighting somebody who's very strong and lightning enchanted, so you're going to be fighting him for a while, there's a way to find the spot where the lightning bolts won't hit you. But like in here, just it's not going to happen. You don't have any room to maneuver. You don't have time to, you know, get yourself in position. You just got to go. Refill. Oop. I think that's enough mana potions, don't you? Yeah. Again, this is one of those places where you just gotta run around and look. Not there. We're gonna find a lot of those dungeons where literally you just gotta keep picking lanes and going for it. Level 2. I think this goes to level 3, and then we find a great big maggot queen who's gross, and she's got like one of the coolest death animations. She dies and she squeals like a bug would squeal. She squeals like a bug would squeal, and she squirts green goop into the air. It's exciting.
Somebody told me. Somebody said you're gonna squirt green goop into the air.
Whack, 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 whack. I need some mana. Bam. I don't have any in my potion belt, but God, see how much of a pain in the ass these guys are? These lightning enchanted guys. Keeping your Merc alive is important. He does a lot of damage, and I want him to stay alive. He tanks and he heals me because he's got prayer. God! Lightning enchant my ass. Sucks. It just sucks. Oh, great. Can you see how those lightning balls jump out? However, whoa, we are very close to level 18. Yeah, there we go. Level 18 is great because level 18 means we can now use, we can use new abilities. We're going to hold on to those points because I'm not sure what we're going to need in terms of strength. Cold resist, great. Why not? Oh, potions. Let's fill up my potions. Yeah. Yeah. Do a little transmuting here. Okay, so let's open up our skill tree. Boom! Vengeance. Vengeance is very cool. Vengeance does 70%. Basically, you do a normal attack, and it adds 210% damage on top of it. However, it adds the damage you normally do in elemental damage, which is great. I mean, Zeal right now is still doing a lot of damage for us, which is nice, but this is gonna, sometimes we're gonna come up against things that don't take as much from that, and we're gonna want that. Holy Freeze. Boom. Got it. Holy Freeze is awesome. We're gonna replace Might with Holy Freeze. Look at this. Yeah! Holy Freeze is gonna freeze enemies that are around us, needless to say. And it is super duper useful. It's gonna add cold damage to our attack, which is why we're doing 12 to 58 again. And on top of that, it's gonna freeze anything around us and make it move slower and attack slower. Which is awesome. Oh, frick. Walks right through a poison cloud. Way to go, you. Boom, 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 boom. See, it's freezing the guys near me. Oh, he he burrowed. He'll come up in a second. Where'd you go? There you are. Boom. Gotcha. So let's get. There we go. Whoop, 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 whoop. We're gonna put Vengeance as our F1 attack. Zeal's gonna be our F2, and we still have Smite and Charge, even though we don't use those as much. Vengeance is nice. We'll show you guys. Vengeance will really. We're gonna put the stat points into Strength now, because we're gonna need to use some better armor and weapons here soon. Whack, whack. Yeah, one hit kill. Bam. Because it does a lot of damage, but it also takes a lot of mana to use, and it doesn't regenerate mana because Life Leech and Mana Leech only work off of physical damage. It doesn't work off of elemental damage, so that's why Zeal is my primary skill. That's where I'm going to do most of my damage. Vengeance is very nice to have. Ugh. How obnoxious. I think we might have found it. Nope. So much for me thinking. One thing to note is that the final boss in the Maggot layer is always at the top right. The way that her entry area is set up, you can't. It can only be that way. So you can always just look for. Just end up going towards the top right. You'll find it. Boom! Gotcha. There it is. There she is, the big old queenie. I really should have set up a town portal. That was silly of me. Ah, oh, I got something in my way. Look at him go. He is such a badass. He doesn't even have life leech. Okay, so it's immune to cold, so we're gonna switch to. There we go. Chainmail, magic chainmail. Yeah, pretty gross, huh? Nice. Nice. Alright, so some enhanced damage. Absolutely, you can have that. I'll put that to good use. You better. I don't really care about fire resistance. Open that. And take the Staff of Kings. Ooh, the Bardiche here. Bardiche is good. We want to take a look at that, see what's in it. He might be able to use this really well. Poison damage, what is he using? A Vulge. Yeah, I'd rather stick with the Vulge, to be honest. Because... yeah. I'll put a skull in there or something, give him some healing. Let him heal himself. Alright, well that was the Maggot layer. We're going to talk to Kane. The Staff of Kings, you amaze me, hero!
How may I help you?
I better amaze him. I'm the one out doing this stuff. I'm not the one, he's not the one out there, you know, risking his life. I'm doing that. Me. Me! So, screw him. I'm the important one, not he. That's right. So you know what? This is good. I like it. 10 resistance, 8 resistance. I'm gonna just load this up. I'm gonna start loading it up with diamonds. Resistances at 22. Boom. I'm starting to come up against creatures that do a lot of damage through elemental stuff, and I'm sick of it. So I am gonna go ahead and just trade out and get better resistances. Let's check my resistances. Right around 30 each, maybe a little bit more for cold. That's good. That's what we want. Boom. Cold aura. Okay, that's it for this one, guys. We'll see you next time where we go after the Horadric Amulet.